Hi, I'm Professor Zach, and I am here to explain the tyranny of small decisions. Most people are familiar with the 80-20 principle, which says that roughly 80% of consequences come from 20% of causes. In other words, a small percentage of causes, typically the larger items, have an outsized effect and should be your area of concentration. The tyranny of small decisions begs to differ. It posits that the cumulative impact of many small, seemingly insignificant decisions, in other words the 80% of causes, can have a significant and negative impact on a person, family, organization, or society as a whole, even to the point where preferred alternatives are irreversibly destroyed. This can occur when decisions are made without considering their long-term consequences, or when decision-makers do not have a clear understanding of their overall objectives and goals. Let's take Zoe as an example. She gets her coffee at her local store and spends $7. While spending $7 in one instance won't have a dramatic impact to her finances, buying that cup of coffee every day over a prolonged period of time can result in a significant expense. That $7 daily cup of coffee turns into $49 a week, which turns into $213 a month, which turns into $2,548 a year. But that is not the only impact. If Zoe had only skipped that morning coffee, or made coffee at home for a fraction of the cost, and instead invested the $7 each day, then assuming an 8% annual rate of return, the magic of compounding interest will amount to $37,000 over a 10-year period. That amount could be life-changing for Zoe to pay off her student loans that have interest payments which have burdened her since graduating from her university, or serve as the down payment for her first house that she has always dreamt about but seemed so far out of reach, or replace her car which continually breaks down and leaves her stranded at the most inopportune times, or be used in any which way that will make her happy or get her closer to achieving her dreams. The tyranny of small decisions is applicable outside of economics and finance. It can, and has been, applied to virtually every field of study. This includes ecology, time management, and organizational effectiveness. When applied in an ecological context, the tyranny of small decisions is called the tragedy of commons. This is a situation in which multiple individuals have joint access to a shared resource, and there exists no governance or controls regarding the use of the resource. Now, let's go over an example. Let's say that there are 4 farmers that share a basin of water. Each one of them starts with 4 acres of apple trees, which is sustainable for their shared water basin. Their acreage of apple trees yields a sufficient profit to maintain a comfortable lifestyle. However, each one of them acts in their own self-interest and doubles the planting of apple trees on their farms, since the use of the shared water basin is not governed nor controlled. The doubling of acreage with apple trees severely taxes the water basin and depletes it before seasonal rainfall can replenish it. While each farmer made a reasonable, individual decision to plant more trees, the cumulative impact of their decisions resulted in the depletion of their water basin. With insufficient water from their shared resource, all the apple trees will eventually perish. So instead of producing a satisfactory profit with 4 acres of apple trees each, the farmer's inability to consider the common good for everybody resulted in an unsustainable demand for water and brought financial ruin to all 4 farmers. This last example completes our lesson for the day. I hope you found it helpful, and please have a great day. Thank you for watching this episode of Professor Zach Explains. Please click the subscribe button and check out my other videos. Your support is greatly appreciated. See you soon.